We should be able to get these done tonight. I don't know. We'll see.
No,
I might.
We're not getting them done tonight. I don't do late nights. Nope.
So we're gonna go ahead and send Joy inside so she can get her feet up.
You can build a C10 from scratch. A great example of that. I don't know if you guys have walked around the Spirit of 76 truck.
We burned about 3.5 quarts of oil coming home. For the first time in a long time, I'm gonna say I'm beat, which is a huge disappointment for me because this thing was running so stinking good. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, I have no idea how much the repairs on the wagon are gonna cost this week. But I know how I'm gonna start saving money now to prepare for that expense, and that's with the sponsor of today's episode, Upside. Upside's a free app that you can use at over 100,000 locations. Gas, grocery, dining, everyday essentials you're already buying. It takes 5 seconds. You open the app, claim an offer, and pay with your card like you always do. Cash back drops into your account. No points, no credits, and it stacks right on top of whatever credit card or loyalty rewards you might already be using and earning with. We put over 4,600 miles on the Chevelle wagon this summer, and Upside was a huge relief when filling up or dining out as we made our way across country. If you were getting 20% back on dining or 15 cents per gallon back on every fill up, how much would you earn? Upside's given back their users over $1 billion. So download the free Upside app and use code CGS at checkout for 25 cents off every gallon on your first purchase. That's 25 cents back in real cash on every gallon in your first purchase when you use code CGS for Crossthread Garage Salvage at checkout. Links in the description below. Download it today. Now, let's get into it on the wagon because this was one of those weeks where I had to remind myself what I always say is still true. If it's gonna get done, somebody's gonna have to do it. And it's probably gonna have to be me. I've never claimed to be a mechanic. I'm a shade tree guy who's just been poor enough most of his life to have to try and figure it out himself. So I've learned a few things along the way, not necessarily how to do things, but how to figure out how to do things. And this week is a whole lot of figuring it out. So I hope you enjoy. And don't forget, we really appreciate you supporting the companies that support your favorite Dad and Daughter Garage channel. Welcome back to Crossthread Garage and Salvage. I am without my normal help this week because Caitlin is at summer camp. So made a few calls, found the best help I could find available short notice.
Hello.
I'm going to teach her how to replace the valve seals in a small block Chevy. And by teach her, I mean I'm going to learn as we do it because I've never done it either. But it's got to be done. For those just joining us, this is our 1968 Chevelle Nomad wagon, Nomad Custom, 1 year only trim package. That doesn't mean anything, just it's the way it is. We took this on a 4,600 mile road trip this summer for Hot Rod Power Tour, then a week of family vacation, and over the course of that 4,600 miles, the valve seals kinda quit trying. She smokes a little bit at idle and on cold startup, and we're headed to Good Guys at the end of the week down in Columbus, and we've got to have a vehicle that won't mosquito fog our way across the state fairgrounds as we pull in there. Nobody likes that guy, and I don't want to be that guy. So when Caitlin gets home from camp, we are going to be back on the 41 Ford Power Stroke build that we didn't finish for her. I know. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Love to hear it again. But we're going to be back on that because this will be effectively done and drivable at that point. There's nothing else on my list that needs attention, and since she's not here this week, nobody wants to watch me finish Caitlin's truck for her. Otherwise, that would have been the case 6 months ago when she was in volleyball and basketball, and I could have done any number of things but didn't. So we're going to wait till she gets back home, finish up. We got some steering to wrap up. We've got an intercooler to put in. We've got some wiring for headlights, taillights. Got to figure out what we're doing for rear fenders. We got to put in some carpet, and we got to replace the glass. That'll pretty much do it, make it drivable. So that's exciting stuff. For now, though, Joy, this is my wife, by the way, also for those of you who are joining us for the first time. welcome, and hit subscribe, and then go follow us on Facebook and Instagram, because desperate for attention, really. That's all. This is a 880 block out of a late model truck that was dropped into the 68 Chevelle. It was born with a 327, but it is a great running engine. I think pretty well built, nothing special about it. Was told it was a stock cam, stock build. We did an intake, we did valve covers, we did fuel injection, we did a new front accessory drive, we did hooker headers, we did the Hyperspark ignition and coil with the electronic timing, new wiring harness, new QA1 suspension, and bare brake disc conversion. That's kind of the rundown on what was done here. So let me get some lights on here because we need to pull. Let's start on the side that's easily accessible. Joy, we'll start on this side here, pulling the valve cover off. And then we're going to pull the number one spark plug. I'm going to find top dead center, put air in the cylinder to hold the valves up, compress the springs, pull the retaining clips, remove the springs, remove the seals, put the new seals and O-rings back on, springs back on, retaining clips back in, bolt the rockers back down, valve covers back on, move to the other side. 16 times over for an 8-cylinder. Should take us a couple of days. Thanks for joining us. Well, in a completely unsurprising turn of events, the spring compressor that I bought doesn't work on TBI heads. So I made another call, found some other good help, and Ron showed back up with the old overhead valve spring compressor from Napa. So we've done one set here. We did cylinder number one just to make sure we knew what we were doing, putting it back together. Our rockers are on, nothing's tight. But we're gonna go ahead and drop into cylinder number 3 here now. Do one spring at a time here. So we'll tap the head with a socket to loosen the clips, and then run the spring down, pull it off, pull the valve seal, which, by the way, on cylinder number 1, there were no O-rings on either of them, which maybe that's why it was eating so much oil. I don't know. Yeah, maybe the same guy that built the transmission built this engine. But we'll do this one spring at a time. So intake and exhaust here, and then put it back together. And by the way, we're pulling the spark plug out so we can put air in there. So got an air chuck around here somewhere. There it is. Did you catch all that?
Yeah.
Okay, you're up.
Okay.
You might have to switch that to loose. There you go.
Switch that on.
Yep. What do you think of the new boots there, Ron?
Great. I love them.
Hung around with us long enough, he had to get himself some front boots. So he's wearing the, what are those, the Omens? Is that what they call them? Yeah, the slip-ons. So,
Why don't you do this?
yeah, but don't lose it because there's a washer underneath it. And then when you take it off, keep them together. So nut, washer, and rocker. And I'll put them over here. We'll put them in order so we can put them right back on. Left side, right side.
Boom. That's how you do it.
You had her count the threads, right, so she knows how many you put it back on?
Yeah,
So
right.
you
That's
don't
what
have
we're
to
doing.
readjust them?
Okay.
So hit that with that hammer right there. Tap. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Tap it like you mean it. There you go.
So it bounces.
There you go. All right. You know, why don't I get the spark plug so we don't break anything?
Okay.
Ron, you been watching the World Series of Soccer or whatever that is? No.
Sorry, I missed
I
that.
heard Bulgaria beat the U.S. today. Or something,
Yesterday.
something like that. No, it was today, wasn't it? Oh, it was last night.
Last night. Yeah. USA
Yeah.
lost last night.
Yep. Well, we're still the best nation on earth. You can argue about that in the comments section. It slipped a little bit there. You know what I need to do? I'm glad I did that because I need to put air in that one, Ron.
Oh.
And Joy.
Yeah.
I need to put air in that.
Should have reminded him that.
But there, no.
Because he would take that out and guess where the valve goes.
Right. Disappears.
Oh.
You think it actually would fall down so far that you wouldn't be able to get it?
Depends on where the piston's at.
Yeah.
If the piston's down at the bottom of the stroke, it's possible.
Yeah, that'd be a bad day.
No.
We'd be pulling ahead. And I don't mean further ahead. I only got one in there. Fell out over here. I don't think I did that on this one. We might need to pull that one again. So that took about 20 minutes for those two. We discovered we need some sort of seating tool. So small socket to push that valve seal down all the way, which is a great discovery before we got to the 8th cylinder, but it's unfortunate it was the second one. So gonna have to go back and pull the number 1 intake and exhaust to make sure those are seated again before we go any further. But once we do that, we've got to do this 6 more times between now and Thursday night. It's currently Tuesday night at 9:45. So we should be able to get these done tonight. I don't know. We'll see.
No,
I might.
We're not getting them done tonight. I don't do late nights. Nope.
So we're going to go ahead and send Joy inside so she can get her feet up. This whole plan to teach her how to work on the Chevelle in my absence is going perfectly.
In Caitlin's absence.
Yeah.
You're here.
Well, I mean, I'm preparing you for the day in which I'm
Oh no.
too lame to lean over the fender. I'll have to sit in a recliner over in the corner,
Yeah.
pointing and hollering.
No.
That's what I'm built for, I think. All right, let's get these rockers back in here, and then we'll pull the spark plug on number 1 again, check them, seat them, and keep moving. We'll probably, unless we run into a problem, which is likely, we'll probably see you guys when we're buttoning up number 8. It's the next evening, and Joy is over at her parents' house getting ready for a garage sale this weekend, actually. Prepping to get ready to start preparing to move. We're a little ways away. Anyhow, back in here today, sporting my best impersonation of Sleeper Dude. And I think tonight we might run down to Summit because this Comp Cam's tool, valve spring tool, doesn't work, even though it says SBC which does not stand for the Southern Baptist Convention. It stands for Small Block Chevy. So was literally like a $150 tool, and that's going to pay for our hotel when we get down to Columbus for the Good Guys show this weekend. So, yeah, we'll get this done, and then we'll head down to Summit, get that returned. Kids still aren't home. They're at camp this week, and we're enjoying being able to eat out for less than $30 every night, just the two of us. Taco Tuesday last night, 99-cent tacos at the local Mezcal. So 2 out of 10, do not recommend. They were not worth 99 cents. So anyways, we're going to find something better to eat tonight, and that's the plan. So real quick, going to get this done, hopefully.
Well, I just got out here, and it looks like Steven just got done with whatever we were working on.
Valve seals, and I'm getting ready to show you how to adjust your valves real quick. So let me make sure these are all at least initially preloaded. Show them what those valve seals look like over there.
So, some look like that, while others look like that.
So this was our exhaust valve for the number 6? No, number 4. So the passenger side was always smokier on that tailpipe, even though there's an H pipe in between there. Passenger side always smoked first, and I'm guessing it was because of that one right there. So here's what we're going to do. Valve adjustment real quick, and then we're going to drive to Summit. So you need to take this, and I need to...
Let me tell you guys, it is a lot easier for Caitlin to do this than me. I do not do this very well. I'm trying. But Caitlin, though she has very little patience, has more patience than I do.
All right, so here's what we're going to do.
What are we doing?
This is a quick, painless valve adjustment. You don't have to check anything, measure anything. You're just turning wrenches the whole time. So what you do is you go down through here and you make sure that none of your lifters, they've all got just a little bit of tension on them. This one's a little bit too loose. So put that on there. And turn that. Keep going. Right there. All right. So you get them all, so there's just a little bit, the slightest little bit of drag starting on them, which I've done on all 16 valves there. And then I'll just put you up here so you can see what's going on. Then you just take a wrench and you turn your engine over 90 degrees. So, nope, that's not the wrench.
This is a got wrench. I don't know why it would say got on it, but it does.
Got?
Yeah. G-O-T.
90 tooth.
Oh, 92. Where there's teeth on it?
In the ratchet head.
Huh. Is this called a ratchet? No.
Yes.
Oh.
What is wrong with me?
Do they all have 90?
No, that just means that you have,
Oh, that one has 90.
well, the gear wrench ones do, but not all heads have it. Just means you have a shorter throw before you can grab another tooth.
Oh, I see.
Some ratchets you'd have to like go up here to grab it.
If it
like-
had like...
If it had like 40 teeth. I don't even know if they make them that small, but
Okay, that makes sense.
got that one loosened up.
Yeah.
Put a wrench on that. Right there. And then this one, make it turn. Right there.
Some of these, when I put air in, it actually, there's such good compression in there, it actually turned the whole motor over.
My goodness. Maybe you did not do anything with this one.
I did. You're gonna find there's a little
Both of them. Okay, close.
here. So we're going to do that 2 more times, 4 quarter rotations, 3 times over, get your full cycle. So we'll get all that done, and then we'll be back. So now you just go to each one and do a quarter turn. It's hot in here. Throw the valve covers, air cleaner back on, and should be ready to fire it back up. It's probably going to smoke a little bit because I'm sure we got a little bit of oil seep past those seals while we were messing with them. Also, my air compressor doesn't have a dryer and it's so humid. I'm sure I was just pumping water into each of those cylinders. So probably going to get some steam as well as smoke when we first start it up, but we'll know if it works when we get to Summit. We pull into the parking lot, and if it's smoking at idle, we didn't fix the problem. If it's not smoking, we fixed the problem. Okay,
Well,
valve covers.
You might just let it smoke for fun, because that'd be fun.
All right, I'm gonna go up front and listen. Since this will be the first start, I'm gonna set you guys up here to see what that smoke situation looks like. So you keep an eye on that right there. That sounds good. Only thing I can hear for sure is the injectors firing, which if you don't know what you're listening to could sound like valve noise, but it's not. Well, I've stopped in a cemetery because I've got a little bit of a miss. See, but I mostly stopped here because there's good shade. With those headers, those wires are hotter than a fireball. I can't even get my hands on them to see if they're loose. So I think we're gonna head home, park it, get our Summit errands done, come home, it'll be cool. I can check that out, figure out what's wrong. So hopefully I can drive it to work tomorrow. And oh, I should probably put this down. Returned to what I needed at Summit. I was thinking about snagging a Bronco here for Caitlin since she's always looking for a Bronco. But they want $100 for that tiny little remote controlled car. So instead, I'm gonna go get my wife and we're gonna go to Rockneys and get a cheeseburger or a gyro, something good. All right, let me show you guys what I found here. Checking boots, actually, I don't know if I can see this one. So this one
is on, the silicone is on. Hear that pop? It was not, there it goes, fully engaged. And I think that was our miss. So, we're gonna fire it up here again. Quick test drive.
What did you do?
That one on the front there was loose.
So it's plugged?
The rubber was like tight.
That's supposed to be sticky?
That's the injector sticking.
Oh, you're supposed to do that?
Yeah, they're just noisy.
Okay.
Still something in the mist. You see that? I'm holding the gas pedal steady. See it jumping. Well, I think we still have a problem. So it was running perfect before I took the valves off. I fixed the smoking problem, or we fixed the smoking problem. But it's just got a bit of a random stutter. It's not even like a miss. It's not even consistent. So I'm gonna reset the Holley system, pull the main fuse, put it back in, reset it, and then head to bed, because now I gotta let this cool down before I do anything with it and get in there. Going to work tomorrow, be home tomorrow afternoon. That'll be Thursday evening. We'll pull the valve covers, redo the valve adjustment, and test drive it. Should be all right. I'll end up driving it to work on Friday to confirm, and then Friday night we'll head down to Columbus for the Good Guys show on Saturday. So hang with us. We're not done making problems or fixing them. So next evening, I just got done doing a quick valve readjustment. Turns out 2 people doing it is not an efficient procedure. This is actually a better arrangement. She sits there, I do the work here.
I'm not complaining.
It's gonna be all right. So we had a couple of them that were pretty tight, honestly, if I'm being real honest. They're pretty tight. So I think I had maybe more than one valve that was hanging wide open under throttle. So I was getting ready to put this back on, and I just happened to look here, and I see this. Well, let me turn you around. I see this. That is coolant. Now, it's possible that this is a through bolt. This manifold bolt here passes through into a water channel, but I actually see a little bit of a run right here. You can see it's wet. That was my elbow. I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but yeah, you can. So there's this run right here. It's either coming out of the manifold surface here, or this hose is leaking. Might just need to fire it up and let it run. See where it's coming from. Oh, you know what? Oh, I don't. With that on camera right there, I can see the face of that hose is wet. We're just gonna loosen that hose and adjust it down, get it a little bit tighter down here. Maybe it's partially on the barb here, but I don't understand that because I went 4,600 miles without that thing leaking. But I guess we're gonna fix it now, so.
Hey, honey.
Huh.
Did you hear about the guys that stole a calendar? 2 guys that stole a calendar?
No.
They each got 6 months.
That's a good one. It's been a while since we've had a dad joke on this channel. Caitlin's really been slacking, so I might have to have her start writing her jokes for her. All right, let's get that fixed up, valve covers back on, and then we'll take you guys for a test drive, see how this thing does under a load. Wow, see, like just that right there, almost like a stutter. Makes me wonder if maybe I'm having another fuel problem. Things sat for 2 weeks. Maybe something settled in the tank. Fired it up, I suck it up into the fuel filter, I get a little plug. I don't know. Check the fuel pressure here. Fuel pressure is not moving, but it's there. Really hear those injectors firing when the fans turn off. I'm just sitting here listening to everything run. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I hear a ticking down here, like an electrical tick. I'm hearing an electrical tick on this side. So I'm gonna pull that spark plug that I distinctly remember accidentally dropping on the ground. I'm saying to myself, I should check the gap on that, but I couldn't find my gapping tool. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna pull that spark plug and we're gonna see. I am an excellent internet mechanic. I solve all the problems I create for myself. Thusly, I have discovered this problem. Oh, that is a still hot spark plug. Took my gloves off to turn my camera on. Ow. I have a broken spark plug. Let me show you. Also, I found my gapping tool in a drawer while I was looking for feeler gauges, which I thought were in the drawer, but weren't. So I pulled the number 1 and the number 3 spark plugs. I couldn't remember which one of them I had dropped, but I know now which one I dropped. It's that one right there with the giant crack running through it. And actually, if I could do this with 2 hands, you can actually grab that porcelain and twist it. So the spark was not getting through consistently. That's still a little hot. That one's not the one I picked up though, which I guess it would make sense why that one wouldn't be hot since it wasn't firing. Anyways, that crack goes all the way around there, comes right back to there. So unfortunately, these iridium plugs I don't have any more of, so I'm gonna have to get one in the morning and then we will get it sorted out. So that should be our problem. We should be able to go. I would say that could explain why the wagon wasn't running. I don't even know what that is. Is that wood? Is there wood in there? Good grief. That's genuinely unbelievable. How is it running at all with 60 pounds of pressure? I gotta get this pickup tube figured out. I don't know, guys. Still doing it. It's significantly improved. The responsiveness is better. Let me drive it a couple miles, let the system kind of relearn without the AFR jumping around. Maybe that's all it's gonna take, I don't know. All right, I also picked up the secondary 10 micron filter and replaced that. That's the one that's right here under the rail, the frame rail. It actually sounds better now. So air fuel ratio target and actual are right there. And that's as stable as they've been all day. All right, let's see how she does. Fellas and ladies, we're going to Columbus. I guess it makes sense that after 3 pre-filter changes, it would be time for a post-filter change. I can see how that makes sense. Probably should have been done before I ran into a problem. But I have successfully created and diagnosed 2 problems and figured out one that I don't think I had any hand in. Other than, of course, removing the sock on the pickup tube when I put that fuel system in that tank. I mean, to be fair, the sock was already split open and frayed. It was going to be a problem anyways. Well, at this point, I really don't understand this because it starts fine. It idles easy, but this middle light throttle band jumps 50, 60 RPM. I don't know, guys. Every time I change a fuel component, it gets a little bit better. Do you think I need to pull the injectors and clean the injectors? That's what I'm starting to think. Well, for the first time in a long time, I'm going to say I'm beat. Just reset the Holley Sniper and ran through the programming and learning again. Took it out for about a 15-mile drive. It's still stumbling under acceleration, which to me says it's a fuel problem. I can see fuel spraying in all 4, above all 4 butterfly valves here in the throttle body. I can see fuel spraying. One, I'm not sure if it's just the shadows or the LED light that I've got. One appears to me maybe not to be spraying out of every hole. Got some commitments at Good Guys tomorrow to meet with a couple of vendors, do some filming. So we have to go, but I'm not going to be taking the wagon, which is a huge disappointment for me because this thing was running so stinking good. 4,700 miles we had on it, and was really looking forward to showing it off, getting some feedback on it. It's just not going to happen, and it's not a product issue with Holley. It's our fuel system that doesn't have decent filtration out of the tank and the pickup tube, and I just had too much passing through it. I mean, look at this. I shook that out again, and all that came out. That's all sand and rust. And if any of that had got through and up to, if it's smaller than 10 microns, it could have got through there and plugged in an injector.
So unfortunately, I'm probably going to be pulling that throttle body injection, pulling the injectors, and doing a flush and cleaning somehow. I'm not even sure what that process looks like right now, but Caitlin will be home tomorrow, and it's time to work on her truck. So until August 8th, when we go to Patina Party, I gotta have to have that fixed sometime this month. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe that won't. I don't know. We were planning on going to Patina Party August 8th too, out in Maryland. But we got to get Caitlin's truck up and running. She's got to be able to drive this thing. You guys want to see it. I wanted it to be done a year ago, so we're all waiting for it to happen. So that's where we're going to be next week. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to tune back in. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting on? It's not always like this. And remember, if it's going to get done, somebody is going to have to do it. And in most cases, it's probably going to have to be you. So do your best to figure it out. You win some, you lose some, and some nights you sleep better than others. That's the way it goes. We'll see you next time. Well, we made it to the 28th Summit Hot Rod Nationals here at the Ohio Expo Center without the Chevelle wagon. El Jefe is finding his parking spot over there. Joy and I are going to enjoy the show today. The girls are on their way home from camp, so we'll see them when we get home tonight, and take you guys along for the ride here. All right, we're inside, I don't even know what building we're in, but we're inside at the show with Jason from Auto Metal Direct. Jason hooked us up with window felts, door gaskets, side view mirror that came in clutch when my original one dumped onto the highway on Power Tour. But they are building this truck right here from scratch. Started yesterday. You're 2 days in, should be done tomorrow is the plan?
That's the plan, yeah. We're going to look at trying to get it fired up today. So we just got the bed on. We got the guys from Tech wiring up everything. No Limit chassis ready to go. Just got the bed on. We're going to seal up the fuel system, make sure everything's not leaking before we dump a bunch of gas in it. And then we're just waiting on wiring. So yeah.
I bet the fairgrounds will be happy with you'll check to make sure you're not leaking before you
Fire
put.
marshal's been by a few times, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. So
Well, show us around. Show us
come
around the
take a
truck
look.
here.
Yeah, so these guys here, this is Chris Stafford and Stafford's Garage. They have been clutch on getting this truck put together. He brought his crew, and they are wizards. I mean, they build some of the nicest trucks in the country.
Yeah.
And to have them working on this project is just epic.
LS engine. What transmission are you running?
We're running a 4L60E from Phoenix Transmissions in Texas. Then George with ASE. This guy's phenomenal.
I hear George is the master here.
Oh, it's unbelievable. George is doing all the painless wiring.
George is not the master.
Oh, he is. Oh, he is.
I have a Ron in my life. You must be the equivalent of my Ron, the guy that comes in and knows the painless harness and just does it all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's been running parts. He's been a huge help on this project.
That's awesome. And it looks like you got some Dakota digital gauges going in there. Is that what I'm looking at, the control?
Yeah, Justin and the crew, they dropped it off. We called them last minute because that was one of the things we're like, oh, yeah, we do need gauges. Yeah. So he got
Holy
the
smokes,
interface.
this thing might actually run. We need gauges.
Right. Yeah, this actually might happen. This is cool. Not his first rodeo.
There's a
And
company in
you're from
Georgia that
ASE?
makes a kit. I'm with ASE.
You're with ASE?
Yeah, I'm with the foundation.
Okay.
We accredit auto, collision, and diesel programs
Yeah.
to national standards.
Yeah.
And then work with our partners to get the young people into the workforce. And we just received a $25 million grant from the U.S. Department of Labor
Excellent.
to create 6,000 technicians entry level over the next 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is that the same grant program that I saw Mike Rowe got with
He may have, yes.
he got like 10 million, I think I saw?
Yes. Oh, I'm glad we beat him. Yeah. There was a total of 145 million and only one grant to transportation. And
Wow.
at 25 million, it's the largest transportation grant.
So that's going to be used to train future techs.
So it's going to literally 85% of the money going to go directly to the employer and the apprentice, which is the entry level tech. Yeah.
So how does somebody get how does somebody benefit from that? So the money is in your hands now to train.
No, our job is to give it away.
Okay, so you're the grantee now.
We're the grantee.
Yeah,
So
cool.
if somebody has or creates a registered apprenticeship, it's approved by the Department of Labor for auto, collision, diesel, or hot rod technicians, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they can apply for the grant. So if the apprentice is in the employment for 90 days, there is money there. If they stay 9 months, there's more money.
So for a guy training his two daughters to do this kind of work in his own garage on his YouTube channel, can I qualify for some of that?
Well, so actually, if there is a group of folks in your area that has a registered apprenticeship or will be creating one, you could tie to them. And if they're in a high school or college program that is accredited by us, that even makes it easier because the training provider is the school.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious.
Now, where are you located?
We're in northeastern Ohio, so we're 2 hours north of here.
Yeah, there's a lot of accredited programs.
I think our local JVS, like vocational
your-
training program,
and then
will
your
probably
community
have
college
that.
probably is also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wheels are
Well,
spinning.
let me put it this way: we just got the announcement came out Tuesday, and most of educators are on their summer break.
Yeah.
But when they come back in August and go,
wow.
yeah. But the phone is ringing.
When they get back, my application will already be on the top of the
There it
stack.
is.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Very cool.
yeah.
Man, that's nice. Nice
Other
talking
than
with
that, have
you.
nothing to do.
Yeah, right.
Wire a truck.
Nothing but wire a truck. I didn't figure out how that brake pedal gets it off the floor there. I don't know if that's.
There you go.
It's adjustable, fully adjustable.
Yeah. Look at that
On your ride height.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. All right. So the thing that I asked you about before was all these parts and pieces are yours, obviously,
Yeah.
AMD. You can build a C10 out of your catalog.
You can build a C10 from scratch. Get a chassis, get some of the partners that we work with, and build a truck that never existed.
Yeah.
A great example of that, I don't know if you guys have walked around the Spirit of 76 truck.
Yeah, I saw it over here.
That, other than the frame rails, is all from scratch.
That's where I saw that from. I looked at them like, I think I've seen this on social media, but what I did was I saw it on your social media
Yeah.
a couple of months ago probably, right? A few weeks ago.
Rockford Custom Paint Body, they're here
Yeah.
helping out. Kid's a young gun, great builder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Very cool. So that was never an option. He just built that out of your catalog.
Out of scratch, yeah.
Wow. Very cool, man.
It's
All right.
fun.
Yeah. Show us what you're doing with the interior and like wheels and tires. You got any of that out?
So we are waiting on wheels. We have Diamondback Classic has sponsored the tires. So as soon as the wheels get in, we're going to mount those up. We're on the Goonie wheels now. Great
Yeah.
mock-up system.
Who's doing your interior here?
So this is the group from Wyotech and then Cato's Custom Upholstery.
Okay.
He is a graduate of Wyotech.
Yeah.
He's in the Wyotech Hall of Fame. and the students, instructors, former students are all building the bench seat from scratch.
Wow.
They have the bottom here done,
Wow.
and it's full custom.
That's awesome. We'll get a shot of that over there.
They get that done, then they're going to work on all the AMD interior stuff, dash pad, bezel,
Yeah.
vents, all the tie into vintage.
And you're running vintage air. I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the main unit mounted yesterday. They're working on getting the compressor and that kind of stuff. So
That's awesome.
we're trying to make a real truck.
Very cool. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Good to
all your
see
help,
man.
too.
Thank you, guys.